Hello, welcome to Annoyed Gamer episode 12. I am not at the pub this week. Unfortunately, there was a conflict because they were showing the footy. That's soccer to my American cousins, and the very smart producer Rohan decided that if I did go to the pub today and have a breakfast and start watching footy, I wouldn't leave, and there'd be no show, there'd be no invisible walls. So we actually came to GameTrailers, and I'm here in the capture area. In fact, I took it over. I thought, you know what this needs? More branding. I am going to talk about a couple of things this week, but let me tell you right now, if you're a fan of Resident Evil 6 or a fan of Nintendo, you may as well just close the browser right now because you are not going to be happy puppies by the end of the show. But first, I'm going to talk about the emerging trend in games. The hot new trend, never mind zombies, never mind drop-in co-op, it's called game designers retiring or leaving or taking a break. Cliffy B, Sir Cliffington himself, has decided he is leaving Epic and is taking a break. And I gotta say good luck to him. Do I think that it's sad that we are losing people like this? Absolutely, because they have so much to offer, a wealth of experience and innovation. Do I think it's a disaster for the games industry? No, not at all. And this is with no disrespect to them because they are brilliant, but we do have the next generation coming through. We do have the likes of Notch. We do have the team that did Journey and Flower and Unfinished Swan. We have the likes of Alex Hutchinson. So there is another generation that's coming through, and there are other people who are still staying around. Do I hope that Cliff comes back? Absolutely. Just like the BioWare guys, no industry is going to be stronger losing people like Cliff. But when he does come back after his break, I have one request. Please, 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 can you bring back Unreal Tournament, Cliff? Take this break, get recharged, drive around in your nice car, explore North Carolina or wherever you're gonna go, hang out with your gorgeous, lovely lady, and then come back to us refreshed. Give us a new Unreal, because guess what? This particular PC gamer would really like a kick-ass Unreal Tournament. But until then, we'll see you around, and good luck, Cliff. All right, next up, from saying nice things about somebody like Cliff to taking potshots at Nintendo, which you know I really hate to do. Well, guess what? Last week they announced the campaign for their 3DS XL, and it basically shows a bunch of non-gamers playing games and saying, I'm not a gamer. Now, some people I've spoken to have actually interpreted this as, you know, it's kind of, you know, anybody can be a gamer and it's kind of a little sarcastic, but not me, because I get pissed off at these things anyway, and I did spend a lot of time in PR and marketing. To put out ad campaigns for a gaming console, a handheld console, because let's face it, it's not an iPad, it's not a Samsung Galaxy, it's not a cell phone, it's a frigging gaming device, and then have a bunch of rent-a-celebs. Okay, Nintendo, I get it. You want to broaden your demographic. That's why you hired the gold medal winning lady from the London Olympics. Great, good for her, she got a gold medal. And then there was some other pretty no-name actress who I've never seen in my life. I don't know what she's on, Nickelodeon, Playboy Channel, one of the porn channels I may have seen. Nintendo, you're taking the piss. You absolutely are. You're being disrespectful to gamers again. There's nothing wrong with being a gamer. You know what? Gamers are all shapes and sizes. Gaming is a community that we can all be a part of. And I'd rather be a gamer than a Twilight fan. I'd rather be a gamer than read 50 Shades of Grey. I'd rather be a gamer than watch Honey Boo Boo. There is nothing wrong with being a gamer, and don't create some sort of stigma, especially when it involves a group of people who over your entire history as a company have supported you, put money in your pockets, and Reggie paid for your crappy hair weave. Alrighty, well, you're getting a 2-for-1 this week. You've already had a rant on Nintendo. Now let's talk about Resident Evil 6. Started playing this game last Monday because I felt I had to. I never really had much interest in it after playing it at E3 because it kind of left me cold. But I'd seen some good things and heard some good things, in particular about the Leon campaign. Why, Capcom, why? I mean, the Leon campaign has some good bits in it. I'm not gonna deny that. It's like they had a focus group. In fact, they had 200 focus groups. They had 200 focus groups. The 50 people turned up to on each one. And each one said, well, it would be great if you could do this. You could put this particular system in from Gears of War. Or you could put this particular thing in from Doom or Quake. Or you could do X, Y, and Z from generic action game. Oh, why can't you be a little bit like Uncharted? And the powers that be decided, you know what? These are all great ideas. We can appeal to everybody. Let's take every single absolutely inane idea that somebody suggested, and let's not get our own identity. Let's not evolve the franchise forward in a way that we own it and it feels true to the concept of Resident Evil while being fresh and innovative. Let's go off and do generic action game by the numbers. Let's talk about the intro. The playable intro, when you're playing as Leon, you're trying to escape, jump onto a chopper, you run across the top of a bus, and I'm not really spoiling this because I'm sure it's already on the internet, but you're running across the top of a bus to die for a chopper. There's no zombies around. They're all below you or burnt or whatever. So you run, you hit the button to jump, and it switches to a cinematic. And in cinematic, as if by magic, guess what? A zombie's appeared. And why has that zombie appeared? So that he can grab hold of your legs, instigate a quick time event where you have to go, oh, kick him off, kick him off. But it's cheap melodrama. The zombie wasn't there before. It didn't need to be there. We didn't need a quick time event there. And the entire game is full of it. If you want to do an Uncharted style game, do one, but at least get it right. You got it so wrong it's not even funny. You know what? Put it on hiatus. Spend the next 3 years figuring out how to do it originally. Here's an idea. There's a guy called Cliffy B. He's taking a break from games. Perhaps he's coming to work for you because Capcom, you don't make games anymore. You make absolute bastardizations of great franchises that we used to love. In fact, if you've ever seen RoboCop 2, there is a very similar sequence where RoboCop gets filled with a bunch of directives that actually drive him insane. Resident Evil 6 is RoboCop 2. And calm now. Fortunately, it's not all bad for the games industry. Dishonored and XCOM Enemy Unknown hit yesterday, and guess what? They are both corking games. Much love for them. Those are the sort of games that we should be playing and supporting. I will be back next week to talk about other stuff that pisses me off and pisses you off. Let me know what irks you. Follow me on Twitter and send me a question. I am Annoyed Gamer. Or go to the Annoyed Gamer forums. Or of course, you can submit them via the GameTrailers forums. Next week, I will be back in the pub, because if I have to play any more games like Resident Evil 6, I'm going to become an alcoholic. So, till then, I'm Marcus Beer, and Nintendo and Capcom, God help you.
See this and other GT shows and game reviews on the GT Originals iOS app, available now on the App Store.